Okay, so the first thing I want to do to make my game a little bit workable, my environment a little bit workable, is to remove the game over text that's currently hanging over the screen. Now I don't want to delete it, I just want to hide it at the moment. Because the game over text only shows up when we have 0 lives remaining. So you can scroll down to your game over sprite, right click and choose to hide. Now, there, it's gone. Alright, so if I hit my flag, I have I had a little bug in the beginning if you noticed. I'll return and fix that. I have my invaders, they're moving correctly. I'm happy, they're destroyable, they play a sound. My score is properly tied in. Great. Now we need to have our lives icon, I said icon, pardon me, our live sprite connected to the value of the variable. So if we look into data, we created a variable called lives. So if the player gets destroyed, lives should be reduced by 1. So when does the player get destroyed? Well, we're going to say when any of these invaders get to a certain height, just like in the true Space Invaders game, if they get to, let's say, about this height where my mouse pointer is, let's say that value is 55, negative 55, or negative 50, the player should lose a life. Alright, so he has from start to about this point to get them all destroyed. Alright, so if invader, so therefore we have to click on, let's use the bottom row for testing. Alright, so let's use invader 3-7, the last guy right here. If he gets to the bottom, alright, if he gets to a Y position of negative 50, then I want to remove one of these lives. So that's a condition once again, right? Conditions are under control. I'll pull that out. So if the Y position is equal to or less than, so let's pull a less than out. So if it's less than or equal to, so less than is going to cover all the conditions, right? 50. Alright, if the Y position found on the motion all the way to the bottom less than negative 50, pardon me. Alright, so if this is true, then I want to remove a player life, right? So I'm going to go into data, I'm going to pull a set out, and I'm going to set lives to 1 less than whatever it is at the moment. So if it's 3, I need it to be 2. If it's 2, I need it to be 1. If it's 1, I need it to be 0. Alright? So how would I get that piece of information in there? I'm going to say, well, go back into my operators, pull out a minus operator, and I'm going to say that lives, whatever it is, I don't know, it could be 3, it could be 2, it could be 1, it's currently set at 3. I'm just going to subtract 1 from it. Alright, and I'm going to pick this whole block up and snap it in here. So what this does for me, it says when the Y position is less than negative 50, set the lives to whatever lives is minus 1. Snap that in, and I can snap this entire condition in here. Now I'll have to repeat this block of code for every invader, and that's an easy thing to do. I just need to drag and drop it into each of the invaders, and I will test by making sure let the game run until they get to a value of negative 50 or actually, pardon me, it should be greater than, no, sorry, less than. I was right the very first time. So negative 50 is right about here, and any value that's beneath that is less than negative 50. So that is going to take care of all those conditions. So I'll make those changes, pause the video, and we will see what it looks like in a few seconds. Okay, I've made the changes. Now let's see if it works the way it should. I'm going to skip the video down to the point so we don't lose. I only have 30 seconds remaining in this video. So I'm going to pause the video until we get to the point where the lives gets updated. Okay, so it's about negative 50. And the lives value should go to 2. Okay, so we see the lives value decreasing for every invader, and it's going a little bit crazy right now. So we